All right, welcome back to our Deck.Toys tutorial. Last time we talked about how to set up your Deck.Toys classroom as well as how to create folders. Now let's talk about how to create your own deck. So I'm going to click on the turquoise/teal plus button right here to create a deck. But before I do that, if I want to save this deck to a certain folder, just click on that folder. So if I want to make a second grade deck, I can click on second grade and it stores all of my folders in there. Let's say I want to create a math deck. I can click on the plus button and I'm going to type in, let's say, missing factors. Here we go. It's going to create that deck. It's going to open up the builder for me. And in this video, let's talk about study sets. So I'm going to click on add a new study set. And there's different options. I'm going to click on the blank study set, say let's start from scratch, very basic. I can change the name of the study set. Makes it called like number one, super easy, like that. I can save this and I can still come back and edit. So maybe I want to do something like 3 plus question mark equals 10, use my tab button and slide over. I can continue to fill this out. So give me a second to hurry and fill this out and we'll get this rocking and rolling. There we go. We have a few more of those put in. And again, since I already saved it once, it's already good to go. Now, if I want to add another study set, I'm going to click on the little plus button at the top. There's a green button to the side or one at the bottom. Any of those will create a new set. And then I can click on some example study sets, import from other decks. I want to show you this import from Quizlet feature is super slick. So I'm going to say create. It goes up, and so I'm going to save this little bookmark. I'm going to click and drag it up into my bookmarks bar. And when I let go, it will add this get code to my bookmarks bar. Step 2, I'm going to open up Quizlet. So I'm going to go back to Quizlet. I found this missing factors and expressions third grade that I have. All I need to do now is click on get code. Here it is. Use the Control C or Command C if you're on a Mac. Control C to copy that. Okay. And then I can come back to Quizlet. Step 4, I'm going to paste it in. Boom, there it is. One of the things you're going to notice is at the top it says key concepts. So if I were to switch this up, instead of saying key concepts, I could add my title in right here. I'll just put in title and then hit validate and save. There it is, that title part. If I were to switch the whole thing, you can see I could have renamed the whole thing back there. Maybe call this set number 2, and it's not so easy, but it brought in all of my different sets. One of the things that I want to do, like I want to break this up into 3 different sections, like this part here with the C's, my word problems, and then my 3-digit multiplication. So to remove a set, I can go through and it's that little minus button, the red minus, click on it. It'll get rid of that for me. Great, super easy. Just go through, click, 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 and they're gone. Oh, I can change the order. Notice these little arrow buttons. I say I can go down and I can move these down to however I want. Or if I want to move this one up, I could click on that little arrow button and moves it up. But let's get rid of the red. There we go. I have 5 sets. Click the save button. Don't forget that save. Let's click on add a new study set. This time, I could kind of do the same thing, import from Quizlet, but let me show you this import text from an Excel sheet or somewhere else. And I have 2 choices. I can use a tab or comma. So let's go back to Quizlet. Here's another way. If this isn't working, that get code is not working for you. Here's the other way. They click that 3 little dots, hover over top, and come down to export. And again, here's tab or comma. And so if I just leave it as a tab, comma looks a little bit different, not a problem. All right, so I'll leave on tab this time. Let's copy it. Again, it won't really make a difference because now when I come back, maybe want to call this one number 3. I'm going to paste them all in. But the nice thing about pasting them in, I know that I already have the C's in here, so I could go through and highlight all of the C's, press delete, and that way, when I validate and save, the C's aren't there. I could have done the same thing here for the others, but just kind of wanted to show you that, yeah, you could go through and manually manipulate and delete what you don't want. So there we go. I got the next section in. Great. I'll click the next import, create, and let's rename this one number 4. Paste it. All I need is these last few, so I'm gonna go through and just kind of clean this up and get it in. There we go. Nice and slick. Number 4, click validate. And now I have just my last questions. One of the things that you're wanting to pay attention for is in your study sets, make sure that the definition, you don't have two with the same definition or meaning the same answer. That could be problematic when students are trying to do the activities. The next thing I want to quick show you is, yeah, you can go through and add in um, a study set. Maybe say, let's do a blank set here. And this is just going to call my other because we're just going to show you an example. If we weren't doing math, let's say I want to do something lower grades and I have a picture of a ball. I can add an image off to the side. I can control V and paste something in, or it already brings it up. I love this new feature. It says, hey, here's Pixabay. Here's some different pictures I could choose, or I could reach out and use a Google image search. If I like the soccer ball, that one's a good one, right? I could do that. That's awesome. Maybe you want to put in something like maybe a basketball and make a change. I can come back up here and put in soccer ball. When I do that, right, you're gonna notice off to the side, it's gonna start putting things in here, like it had the word ball. It added a definition, what it thinks it's gonna be. That's not what I want, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. If I don't want that definition, I can just delete it. Let's go over and, oh, look, the basketball works pretty good. Let's show you that Google image search, basketball. So here's some different options for you. It can say there's some more, boom, put it in. And there was also, when I was going to the image search, I could upload an image if you already have something. Got it. Okay, so I could say save. You can kind of see there's some pictures and stuff in there. And there we go. Now we have several different little study sets off to the side. Again, you can rename them whatever you want. Super easy. And now we'll be ready to go through and build our actual deck. And that will be our next tutorial. Thanks for watching.